Hey guys, I got a 2007 Honda Civic Hybrid. It's having some issues with random misfires. My gas mileage went from about 45 miles a gallon all the way down to 20. It just happened during a trip, so I'm going to show you how to figure this out. I pulled the codes for it, and right now I'm getting a misfire on cylinders 1, 3, 4, a random misfire, and a misfire on cylinder number 2. So pretty much every cylinder on my vehicle has a misfire. With my scanner, and if you guys are interested in this scanner, it's only about $450. It's a great thing to have if you have a hybrid vehicle or if you have any kind of vehicle, just because it gives you access to every computer on the vehicle. So we're going to go back, we're going to go to live data, and this is going to show you which cylinders are actually misfiring. So we're just going to scroll down. Okay, so this is cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right now we're not having any misfires yet. Let's wait until we put a load on it. So usually when I accelerate or go fast, i.e. when the RPMs are at the highest, the cylinder misfires are the worst. So this right here, right now there's 0 misfires for this many cycles. So that's how many checks it has. So right now we're looking good. The rear cylinders aren't having any misfires either. There are technically 8 cylinders, so 8 spark plugs, 8 ignition coils. So here I'm accelerating, and there's 1 misfire. So misfire in cylinder 2 and cylinder 1. So the faster I go, obviously the more misfires I'm getting. Right now I'm getting it on 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so cylinder 1 I'm getting a lot of misfires on. A and B I'm getting a lot of misfires on. So I would say my main issue right now is cylinder 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to switch the ignition coils. We're going to switch the ignition coil on cylinder 1 to cylinder 4. And we're going to test this again to see if the misfire switched from cylinder 1 to cylinder 4. And I'm going to show you how to do that here really quick. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to swap this one to here and this one to here, and then test drive it again and see what happens. All you need is a 10mm socket, and you're going to remove that little nut and then push this tab down and pop it off. And it just comes out just like that. Okay guys, when I was removing this back one, it just popped off. So that could very well be the issue. So I'm going to try to get the rest of it out. Back there. It could be tough, but we'll see what happens. That little guy right there. Those middle 2 out, this is what they look like. I was not expecting this. Look at that one. And these just came off, so I'm guessing that they haven't really been connecting or working for a while. So we're gonna take the spark plugs out and see how they look now. And I may just need to replace these two. Okay guys, so what I did was I looked at all the spark plugs. It didn't look bad. So I replaced the cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4B ignition coils. And I'm gonna see if that helped at all. I also swapped out 1 for 4 here, and then just replaced all these with good ones that I had, some spare used ones. So we'll see if that does any good. The other two were pretty bad, and then you guys saw the two that just broke apart when I was taking them out. So I mean, obviously that's not a good thing. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna throw up this RPMs up to about 3 and see what happens. So far it's looking good, but we'll see what happens. Still no misfires, so I think that did it. I'm kind of surprised to see those ones in the back go bad, but it's possible that they've never been changed, and this vehicle almost has 200,000 miles on it. The front ones looked fine, just from a visual inspection, but those rear ones did have issues, as you could tell from what I showed you. Now, I mean, the auto stop's working. Before it wasn't. The battery's up high. We'll see how much better the miles per gallon is. But so far, so good. So hopefully that was the issue. Just remember, when you're checking your spark plugs and wires, be sure to check the rear ones as well. A lot of people don't even know they're back there, so a lot of people don't change them. And they are a little bit harder to get to, so maybe that is why people don't change them. But check those, check the spark plugs. I'm gonna change all my spark plugs anyways. I just wanted to figure out what the issue was before I went to buying spark plugs and ignition coils and all that stuff. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I linked all of the stuff that I used in my description, and the parts as well, so you can get a really good deal on them. So let me know if you have any questions, but thanks for watching. Okay, so again, there's those 4 ignition coils, and then the 4 back there, and there's spark plugs under each one. So if you're doing a tune-up, spark plugs, if you get them from AutoZone, are about 10 bucks each. The ignition coils, you can get used ones, or you can get them on eBay. Just make sure you get the OEM one. The part number is just right down there, and I think it's Hitachi. Just copy that part number. I will link all these parts in the description, but that's how you do it. Another thing you want to check is this EGR valve. If you're still having issues after you replace all of the spark plugs and coils, unplug this and see if the misfire goes away. If it does, you need to replace that, and it's just 2 10mm bolts. It's not that hard to do at all, and then that should fix it. If not, you may have some engine issues or something else. You can check your MAF airflow sensor or your air filter to see if you're getting good air coming in. You can check your fuel filter or your fuel pump as well. So those are most of the stuff that you'll check, but usually it's just these spark plugs, coils, or this EGR valve.